Hi everybody, welcome to ReelRebel. Today I am going to talk about things that even George Lucas doesn't know about the Star Wars movies. So one of the most interesting things I found out was Tony Danza was actually originally planned to play Han Solo, and it came actually down between Tony Danza and Danny DeVito to play Han Solo. The studio, they actually really wanted to go with Danny DeVito. He was hot on the heels of Taxi, but they went with Tony Danza, and they kind of compromised a little bit where they used Tony Danza's face, but it was Danny DeVito's body. So they actually both played the role, and they just, they morphed the two together. And yeah, so that's actually in the original cut. It's really hard to find. You've got to search really far and wide for it. I think it's only available on Filmstrip, and there are some people who have had access to it. Over the years, it's been put on to DVD and Laserdisc, and it kind of gets passed around. But since it hasn't been legally released, it's really hard to find. As good as this performance was, may the force be with you, it just, I really kind of wish that they had kept that in. So the original voice of Darth Vader was originally Fran Drescher, and she's from The Nanny, if you remember that show, and so she was originally supposed to play Darth Vader. So she didn't end up playing the physical role. It was actually Tony Danza who, because they had fired him from playing Han Solo, they had him, he's actually the guy who's playing Darth Vader under the suit. And it was originally Fran Drescher's voice, but they decided to go with James Earl Jones. It was a pretty close call, but they decided in the end to go with him. The script is actually a remake of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. This is a recent discovery, so there's a vault that was discovered outside of Pinewood Studios, and there actually was some archived footage in there that they found from the legendary Supergirl movie starring Helen Slater, and in that vault they found reels of film, and there's actually some deleted scenes, and we'll have to see if Disney gets a hold of these and if they get released. It's just getting passed around right now on Laserdisc and beta. It's a scene where Luke and Leia, they're fixing up R2-D2, and they're shining him up before the big ceremony at the end of the film. And Luke takes Leia's hand and he tells her that she's beautiful like the ocean sea, and she looks at him and she says, "I like the water. I don't know why I like the water, but I really like it." And Luke says that he hates the sand, but that's because he's from Tatooine, and so it brings back bad memories. And unfortunately, the scene was cut because they didn't want to spoil that R2-D2 was alive. They wanted to bring that part out at the end. They could have kept it in, though. I mean, because the plan was to do these prequels years later that told the backstory of Padme and Anakin, who became Darth Vader, and how she loved the water and he hated the sand. I think that they could have kept it in there, and maybe Disney will release these. We'll just have to see, so stay tuned. So John Candy was originally cast as Chewbacca in this, and they really loved him, and he was really gung-ho about it, but unfortunately last minute they made a change. But he did play Barf in Spaceballs, so we have that at least. And their second choice was Warwick Davis, but it didn't work out. Okay, I need to follow that up by saying Warwick Davis is an amazing actor, and I love him, and he was actually, truthfully now, he was in Return of the Jedi. He played the main Ewok, Wicket, who became friends with Princess Leia, and he played the Leprechaun, and he was in Willow, and I love him, and that's it. So, do you have any trivia that George Lucas is unaware of the Star Wars movies? If you do, please leave a comment in the section below, and if this video made you smile, if you liked it, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and special thanks to my source, Rusty Waffles and Company, and Fat Brando. Bye!